Hi guys, something a little bit different for you today, and this is something that's all kind of new to me, so I thought I would do a little video of this and pass it on. It'll be a relatively short video, but quite interesting for a predicament that a lot of people will find themselves in, especially in this day and age of scented candles and the like. Now, if you're wondering what's going on here, what I've got here is an iron, standard household iron, some kitchen towel and a rug. Now, I had a little mishap about a week ago where I knocked a scented candle off the hearth of my fireplace and it splattered wax all over the place. Now, it's tricky to see, but what I'm going to do is lift the camera off and kind of try and get in close. So the camera's off, I'm going to get in close here and hopefully you should be able to see there the splatters of wax. Basically all these little sort of dots is where the wax just sort of splattered straight across here at an angle. Down here there is no wax, where I've already tried this out just to make sure. Actually there's still a little bit there I missed, and just to give you an idea, there's a clean sheet of kitchen towel and there's a sheet of kitchen towel that I've used to absorb some of the wax. And there's the iron. Now it's as simple as, I'll just put this back up in here so I can kind of show you the whole thing. It's literally as simple as sitting a sheet of kitchen towel over the wax, sitting the iron on it, and checking every so often. Now I will say, one thing to check, very important, you need to check if it's a rug, turn it upside down, there'll be a label underneath which will show you what the rug is made out of. If it's wool, you need to set your iron accordingly. If it's nylon or a man-made material, you need to set your iron accordingly. Bear in mind, man-made fibres, nylons and polyesters and such like, will melt with heat, especially if you've got it on a wool setting. Do not put your iron straight onto the rug either, because that's just not good for it. So as you can see, this is soaking up sort of little fresh dots of wax that are appearing, and just try and, I don't know if you can see, but we've got, for example, a dot of wax right here where my finger is. So I'm just going to pop that on there and pop the iron, sit that on that a moment, and you should see a dot of wax appearing up here in the corner. So check your rug. If it's a rug, check to see what the material's made out of, set your iron accordingly. If you don't know, if it's carpet, obviously you can't flip it over to see. If you don't know what it's made out of, then err on the side of caution and set your iron setting to nylon, or and then kind of go from there. But don't just whack it up onto the wool setting, get it really hot, because you will just melt. You'll end up with a plastic melted lump on your carpet. That's not going to be nice for anybody. This is a little tip that was given to me by somebody I was talking to about it. I was saying, not wax all over the place, I've got to try and scrape it off or what have you. And they said, oh no, don't do that. If there's big clumps of it, then use something like a blunt scraper edge, a blunt knife or something similar to scrape the thick stuff off. But don't go digging it out of the carpet. And they said, what you need to do is this. And they said, get some kitchen towel and get your iron, and they explained the whole thing to me. So I thought, well, it's got to be worth a shot. And what do you know, it works a treat. So hopefully this will be something that will be very useful. There we go, you see that big splodge there in the corner. I don't know if it's very visible, but that's that wax blot there, and there it is, disappeared from that spot on the carpet right there. So yeah, it's pretty damn good. I'm impressed with this. I mean, this rug's seen better days anyway. It's had a bit of wear and tear, so I thought it's worth a risk. And as it happens, it's lifting it out a treat. Now you might need a couple of sheets of kitchen towel, because you can see it gets all blotchy with the wax that it soaks up, but for the cost of a sheet of kitchen towel, it's a no-brainer really, isn't it? So there you go. Hopefully some of you will find this useful. If you've spilt wax of any kind onto your rug or onto your carpet, as I say, very common these days because most people have scented candles and that kind of thing, and spills happen, pets knock things over and so on. So if you spill it onto your carpet, simple process, kitchen towel, iron, scrape the thick stuff off, and then sit your kitchen towel over the wax, sit your iron on top of it, give it a check every so often, lift the iron up and check and make sure that, give the edge of the paper a lift and make sure nothing unpleasant or untoward is happening, and just keep it there until the wax is melted and soaked into the paper. You may need to apply it a few times if there's quite a lot of it, or if it's a thick pile carpet, but eventually that will get the very worst of it out, certainly on a visible level, and your carpet will look as good as new. Now just before we go, I'm just going to show you with a fresh sheet laid over this huge splatter pattern of wax here. I'm just going to slap that over in the middle and set the iron on, and we'll leave that a couple of a minute or so, and lift the iron away, and you'll be able to see, well, you can see already possibly that we've got a few dots of wax appearing on the paper already. And hopefully you can see there, as you can see, that was a completely clean sheet of kitchen towel. Hopefully you can see there the dots of wax where it's picking up the wax, and as I say, it'll take a little while to get the whole lot off. Don't rush it, don't try and get your iron too hot, don't put your iron directly onto the carpet. But there you go, top tip of the day. Thanks for watching.